Well, hello everyone. Oops, come on. Get that playing. There we go. Okay, well, hello. How is everyone doing this evening? Hope you're having a good Thursday. And as usual, I'm hoping that myself and the Midwest F1 League can make it a little bit better. As you can see on your screen, we got a nice little new widget, new overlay there. So yeah, if you don't know, maybe you haven't heard, go to Raise Energy and use code MWF1 for 15% off your order. Raise, delicious. I don't plug it as much as I should, and pork gets on me quite a bit for that, and I'll start doing that a little bit more. But yeah, Raise Energy, I've had it before. It's very delicious. I very much enjoy Raise Energy. So go and get yourself some and use 15% off your order code MWF1 at checkout. And as well, some more very exciting news, and I'll wait for more people to get in before I release that. But if you can see in the title, we are in Division 2 this evening. Division 2? Yes, Division 2. Oh, what's going on there? Oops. Just give me a second. We just got one little mistake. There we go. That doesn't look right either. On the fly fixing of what should have been done earlier. Oh, that's not right either. I think I've got it after this though. Okay. We'll check that one. That looks right. That's right. That's correct. Okay. We're all good. Alright. I didn't get the Division 2 stuff ready. But we'll go over what happened last week in Division 1. Myself and the other drivers were at Monza for another Mystic win, making it a hat-trick to start the season, as well as Ryan Rod's first podium and Yolmir's first podium. And I can prove that with this sheet right here. Mystic Joker, as you can see, going 1, 2, 3, and we've had a different 2, 3 every week since, and no one else has gotten 2 podiums other than Mystic Joker, and that's what Division 1's recent races look like. Division 2's are different, of course, with different drivers, but somewhat similar, with one driver being on every podium, nearly having every win, that being NSF light work. And we've had quite a few different podium drivers throughout those races. So we'll see what we can get here in Baku tonight, but light work seems to have a solid stranglehold on the competition as of right now. Now to the drivers for Division 1. Mystic Joker leads the way with 300 points. Scavney sits second. Hash, finishing second last year, sits third. Ryan Rod's newly promoted from Division 2 at the end of the season last season is fourth. Impossible Bacon with a solid start in fifth. Elma Jacko, of course, making his return after winning in Season 2. In sixth, Cake Thomas in seventh, Smith Pell eighth, Murphincelli ninth, and JC Blackley rounding out the top 10. In early relegation troubles, we see Scuba Steve, Dace, and Matt Rosie. Those are 3 very fast drivers. As well, you can see Jinnit win it in the back of the pack there in 15th place also. So, you know, it's early treading a little bit for some of those guys, but Pork, good to see you in chat. Howdy doodly. But knowing the pace that they have, you imagine that they'll be able to work themselves out of trouble in just a couple of races, really. With one solid podium finish and maybe a couple, they can definitely throw out back-to-back podiums. So we'll see if any 3 of those drivers can do that. But here we go. Now we got the Constructors Championship for Division 1 as well. We have Alfa Romeo up at the top with Mercedes just in behind. Ferrari and Aston Martin sitting 3-4. You imagine that Aston Martin's going to go up a little higher once Jin finds some consistency. Red Bull all the way back down in 10th, not where you'd expect them with the drivers that they have. And those drivers being, as it'll be my first appearance of the evening. I forgot about that. I had the camera on this one, but Red Bull sitting with Scoop Steve and Cake Thomas, two very good and consistent drivers. So once they get themselves going as well, Cake Thomas and Scuba Steve should be launching that Red Bull up the order quite a bit. But yes, hello everyone. Crash McQueen here, as per usual on Thursday night, and not as per usual, doing the Division 2 broadcast. So we are switching it up a little bit. And with that being said, we'll check out what's going on in the Division 2 world. So Division 2 sees NSF Light work. 3 podiums in 3 weeks leading the way. Mitch Burns with a podium in second. GSR Edgar with a podium as well in third. And surprise, surprise, young DJ CJ after his relegation from Division 1 to Division 2 is sitting fourth with no podium. So maybe once he gets that going, he'll find himself in the promotion positions. But right now on the outside looking in, Fused Rogue in fifth. JCast sixth, Text to Speech with a win in seventh. High Tower, Tiger NASCAR, and Houdini rounding out the top 10. And in the early relegation troubles, 2 drivers with no points, Jonathan Dunk and Soy Loco being relegated from Division 1, and Forza Juve. GSR Edwin actually has a podium, and he's at 17th, so maybe a couple of DNFs before that podium. It's GSR Edgar. That's third right now. No, GSR Edgar and Edwin are different people. But that's the drivers. The Constructors sits with Williams leading the way, Mercedes second, and McLaren third. So 3 Mercedes-powered vehicles sitting 1, 2, 3. AlphaTauri, Red Bull fourth and fifth. So the 2 Hondas, and then the obvious struggles, I guess, of all those left, that being the Ferrari-powered engines and the Alpine or the Renault-powered vehicles. But we do see an Aston Martin all the way at the back of the pack, and maybe they can get themselves going at some point here, but right now not looking too hot. They've got who's their drivers? They've got Soy Loco, of course, no wins or no points, in High Tower, so should be seeing some points from those guys at some point and finding themselves up the order. Same with Alfa Romeo doing so well in Division 2. You'd like to see them do fairly well in doing so well in Division 1. You'd like to see them do that well in Division 2, but quite the tall order here with the brothers of Sui and Mystic Joker up in Division 1. Shelly the Turtle and Jonathan Dunk not finding the same ability for Division 2. But we shall check where we are driving today. So Azerbaijan is to come. Not sure if I've gotten an invite yet, to be quite honest. No. The lobby's a little bit behind this evening, but we should be good going pretty quick. But there you can see Baku. Very fun. My favorite track, actually, so as some of you may know. Pork, I think, sneaks into the calendar for me, so probably not. But I do appreciate it, and I'm very excited to go to Baku here, Azerbaijan, as more known as. Actually, it's more known as Baku, but yes, very fun. Shelly first week hosting. Okay, fair enough. Yes, so very quick into turn 1, not a lot of runway into it. That being on the first lap, though, on the second lap, or the first time around, when you pass turn 20 there in the middle of your screen, it's a very long run to turn 1, the longest of the year. Can't remember how long, but it is long, trust me. But yeah, only a couple of turns make up Sector 1, and then there's pretty much all the turns happen in Sector 2. Sector 3 even has a very few amount of turns as well. So a lot goes on in Sector 2, a lot of quickness in Sector 1 and 3, a lot of passing opportunities, a lot of wheel-to-wheel opportunities for a street circuit. It's a very tough track to some, to others, like myself, I very much enjoy it. And that, of course, that very dangerous area of the castle section, heading up the hill there through turn 8, 9, 10, and even 11. So difficulties can happen for, in this one. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Always looking forward to Baku. Always looking forward to Midwest, to be quite honest. It's never ceases to amaze what can happen. Safety cars, yeah, probably. Good thing you got those safety car emotes if you're a subscriber. So be sure to use them, and but hopefully we don't have to use them really. And if you do have those emotes, then you'll send them in here. And if you don't, I'll show you what they look like here. We've got the safety car, the new Midwest F1, the Nico are the three that you get on the Tier 1 subscription, and the Tier 2 and the Tier 3, which I'm not sure anyone will be able to use or be able to shell out. And if you do, that'd be appreciated. But I mean, I don't do it. But anyway, you get the Fernando Alonso and the retro MWF1 logo. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. But yeah, we're about to get underway here. I think I should be one of the last couple of people to join the lobby, and we'll get right into Baku with Division 2 action. It's a very fun one. It's a very exciting one. I mean, I could not be looking forward to it. I mean, when you have myself casting and then Midwest F1 League action, it's just unbelievable. But you know what? We've been around here for a little bit, so maybe we'll pull up the new sponsorship. And if you haven't heard, if you're not in the Discord, it's very exciting. And we are proudly sponsored with now EPOS. What is EPOS? I didn't know what it was actually to start, but knowing what it is very freaking impressive that we were able to lock that down. EPOS is actually the gaming brand of Sennheiser. Yeah, so really solid equipment there. Gotta love it. Be sure to put in the exclamation point EPOS command in chat, and you can get yourself some EPOS quality equipment with the Midwest touch on it. So yeah, no, not any Midwest branding on the packages or whatnot, but like, you know, little Midwest helps you get there. Okay, so be sure to hit that link. Brings you to the site and all the listings of what you can get there, and be sure to use it through that link, because when you do use it through that link, it helps out Midwest F1 League. So hopefully you do, and hopefully you enjoy your EPOS quality stuff. I'm going to be getting some stuff soon, very soon. I'm going to be getting a new mic, so I won't be having to go through this thing anymore. So maybe a little bit of quality, or higher quality of voice from myself. Maybe I'll even become sexier. God knows I can use that. So, and as well, I actually worked on the command here today. So if you just go exclamation point sponsor, if you spell it right, sponsors, bang, that'll come up there, and then I'll show you how to do the commands for both raise and EPOS there. So just showing that off. Why not? Why stop now? There you go. You can hit the raise command. It'll take you right to the raise site, so you can order some raise energy and get 15% off on your order. So no excuses now, people. Get to it, and yeah, enjoy your gear. I'm really looking forward to getting some EPOS stuff. That'll be pretty cool. But without further ado, we are nearly underway in the lobby, and we can get it going, and we can get into that good times, right into qualifying, and then to the 50% race at Baku. Looks like we're gonna get 26 laps, so it'll go by quick, but hopefully it'll go by with a lot of action, a lot of passing, and maybe some heartbreak, maybe a little bit of what are we waiting for here? No, I think you're D1. Well, what are we missing here? Alphas are good. Red Bulls. Red Bulls are good. What are they? Mercedes are good. McLarens are good. Williams or Alpines? Haas are good. Who are we missing? Missing a Ferrari. Missing Capital. A little bit of confusion going on here. Oh goodness, no. A Daltonian. Oh goodness. There's a little bit of confusion going on with the lobbies here. Seems like we got it all figured out here. About to get it going. Thank you for sticking with us. Everyone that has. But yeah. Next week we'll be in France. We'll bring that up. We'll probably be back on the Division 1 guys. Not set in stone right now, but that's where it stands for the recent results. We'll see what is updated after this week. Oh, Noganator. 16th month subscribed. What a beast. What a freaking beast, Noganator. Oh my, just so freaking cool. And there we go, we're gonna... And there we go, finally we're gonna get the lobby underway. Good luck to everyone who got a go race. This is Division 2 Noganator, but thank you. I'll let those guys know in Division 1. Oh, you do have the first tag. So I guess it's more than one person gets the first subscriber tag. Well, now you know. There we go. I'm just making sure that I've got my bases covered and my overlays aren't blocking anything. And then we'll get right to it. Yes, but here we go. We've got the Division 2. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now, and then we'll see if it needs to be changed. I'm pretty sure that's wrong, actually. The subscriber count. It always just loses loses pace with how many, or sorry, followers. How many followers we're getting. Let's see, the title's right. How many freaking followers do we have? 272. And what do we have it listed as? 262? See, yeah, that's not right. And after, when does the season end? Okay. Alright, okay, everything's settled down, okay? So everyone can stop freaking out. We've all got it. Let's all sit back and relax and look forward to the to what's to come here in Baku. Who's gonna be first over the line to start with our hot lap here? It looks like it's gonna be Edgar. So Edgar's gonna make his way down. We'll pull up the telemetry and lap data for everyone to see, and he'll take us through Baku City in Azerbaijan. A little bit wide, could have taken a little bit more of that corner through turn 1. And we've come down to turn 2 and about the same there, taking it fairly pedestrian. He is on the mediums, of course, so probably not going to try and overdo it and get a decent banker in. And down to turn 3. Doing a good job of extending as much of the turn as he can, not really getting up on any of the curves as Edgar here. Just like that, we're done 4 turns. And now we start swinging into the technical section of this race. Obviously going purple through Sector 1 because he's the only person to have completed Sector 1 on a hot lap. Doing a clean job there, biting as much of the curb as he can. And we enter up to the castle section. Maybe you could have gotten a little bit tighter there through turn 10, but still very well done. And getting a good launch out of turn 12. We're going to come around the fast left-hander of 13 and 14, and then we take that dive down into 15. You can take some of the curb there. Mystic does take quite a bit from time to time. And now we continue on to the last little bit, the little slalom through 18, 19, and somewhat of a fake turn of turn 20. Yellow flags in Sector 2. Seem to be cleared up, and GSR Edgar is going to come over the line. I'm not going to take the fastest qualifying lap to date, but he will set a time on the mediums. We got an AlphaTauri to follow. Is that Mitch Burns? No, it is not. Or it was Mitch Burns. Oh, I'm on Soy Loco. That was confusing. So 2 Ferraris are coming over to start their first hot laps. Saffron City to put up a time on the mediums as well. JCAS just behind Evil Prime. Starting a hot lap, sorry. High Tower. No, sorry, that was Soyo Loco. And we got Jonathan Dunk. And they're just coming over fast and furious. We're on board with Nero Nix. He's going to come over to start his first hot lap. Wild Beta. No, it's Tiger NASCAR. And then Fuse Rogue, followed by the second McLaren of a Wild Meta. Tiger NASCAR going 4th. Fuse Rogue. Where's he going to come over? He's going to come over 3rd, just ahead of his teammates. And a Wild Meta is actually going to dive down into the pit. And that will see to it. The first little bit of qualifying laps are put in. And the tire compound for the best laps people have put in are right there. So majority of drivers putting their first lap with the mediums. Mitch Burns is, don't want to see that there. You have 3 drivers faster than you on a slower tire compound. NSF Light Work was ahead of Nicky, but he did invalidate, so it looks like he's going to go at it again. Might have an AlphaTauri off there at turn 16. Nicky's going to go 5th. Who's coming over with times here? Shelly the Turtle, I believe, is next to come over. Then Nero next is just behind. Is Nero getting the slipstream? I think he's just too far back. But Shelly goes 6th. Nero's into the pit from an invalidated lap. NSF Light Work starting his first or second hot lap, really, as he did go invalid. So his second attempt, but it'll be his first time after completion. Purple through Sector 1. NSF looking to go 4 straight podiums to start his Division 2 campaign. Taking quite a bit of that angle there on turn 7. Doesn't go invalid and absolutely dives right into the castle section, up the hill, back down, hanging to the left. Gonna focus on a good launch. Seems to have gotten one here. Swinging through these turns. Down to the somewhat sketchy left-hander there, does a good job. Takes a little bit of the curve, more than what we saw Edgar. Purple through Sector 2, he is absolutely on flying pace, gets so close to the wall. Maybe could have extended that turn a little bit more, but as long as you don't lose pace, then nothing wrong with that. It keeps very tight in the final turn to try and minimize the distance traveled to the starting line, and comes over in 3rd place. So Jonathan Dunk actually beats him out. I'm sorry, a Wild Maid is disconnected, so I will a Wild Maid. Oh, a little bit of, whoa, what happened there? Who was that? Well then. Do I have a Wild Maid? I don't think so. Oh, it was right there. So that was interesting. And then Capital joins the lobby late, rounding it out to 20 drivers. Now he'll only have one go at his lap. He's allowed to go around once to get his setup in, locked in, and then he's allowed one attempt at a hot lap. If caught doing 2, there is repercussions. Looks like a little bit of team strategy here. Evil Prime trying to set up young DJ CJ with a toe. Definitely a better straight to do it on, but still does help him out, and will take a little bit of seconds off of his lap with that. Purple through Sector 1, he's on the mediums now, or he's on the softs, still yet to set a time. Is that Nero Nix? No, it's not. That is Saffron City. Young DJ CJ is actually next to come over with the time. So we'll get on a nice cinematic view. Does anyone want a pointless fact? Because I got quite the pointless fact. Evo Prime gonna give y'all cock. Ah. Well then. Erskine Mayoros. Or is it Erskine Mayoros? Am I saying that any bit correct? Here we go. Young DJ goes 5th. Evil Prime to start his hot lap. Soy Loco going 5th. Pushing back Young DJ. GSR Edgar takes fastest lap away from Jonathan Dunk. And now Houdini's invalidating. It looks like he's given GSR Edwin a tow. And Nero next to come over the line. This race gonna go hard. Very. And Tiger NASCAR goes 6th. Mitch Burns up on his time. Stays in his position. Still on those mediums. Who do we have to set some times here? Oh, Evil Prime's out. See if we can get on board with the driver coming around here. Gotta be careful, depending on where he's out. Yeah, that is a very peculiar spot. Soy Loco is just able to get out of the way. And they've cleared the car now, but that was a very, very awkward area. But I'm assuming you know Evil Prime there, Erskine, or Erskine. I think DJ is going to come into the pit for sure. NSF Light Work, currently with the 3 podium streak, sits in 3rd place right now. His fastest lap has come with the mediums. Actually, 2, 3, and 4 have all had fastest lap on the mediums. Oh yes, Evil Prime just, wow, the only person to. Do you maybe think you're bad luck then, Erskine? Erskine. 1865. How do you shorten that? Erskine? Bloody bottled it. Yeah, he did. He truly did. Here we go, Wild Meta. First hot lap. Where will he go? Over half the session is gone and goes 16th place on the mediums. Grim Reefer, who I believe is actually up in reserve tonight. I am right. In reserve for Forza Juve. See what Grim Reaper can do. Coming through Sector 2 here, taking a bunch of left-handers. Yeah, he's sitting 13th right now. I mean, there's still 3 drivers still yet to settle time. But he will have his choice on tire compound. There will Evil Prime. So hopefully with that he can do well with it. But only one driver right now in the 138s, and that's Edgar. Edgar's sitting up at the top spot there, and Dunk and Lightwork and Fuse Rogue have to do quite a bit to try and take away. And is Grim Reaper getting any sort of slipstream? Not exactly sure. He just may be. Not enough. But he still is on the mediums, and right now sits 16th place. Is that J Cast? Yes, it is. High Tower to start a hot lap. We've got Shelly the Turtle coming down, about to start a hot lap as well. Nicky, quicker on his time right now. He's going to try and go into the 139 here. Too many drivers right now into the 141s. There's quite a few drivers in the 139, so just getting into the 139 will see yourself jumping up quite a few positions. And Nicky cannot. Right now he's just going to sit in 13th place, only able to gain one position. Saffron City won't be able to. He's going to dive into the pit. And oh, what's that? And Aston Martin sat in a very peculiar area, but he's on the inside off the racing line, so we're going to see Houdini fly past. And speaking of Houdini, next to give us a hot lap result. So here we go, Houdini taking that long stretch over the line into 18th. Not what he was hoping for there. JCast next over, way quicker on his time, and he goes 5th. Is that Hightower Soy Loco? Hightower's actually getting a tow from his teammate, and that helps him up into 13th place. Near Nick starting his hot lap. Tiger NASCAR about to start his final hot lap. Grim Reefer, no. Shelly the Turtle, yep. Where's Shelly gonna go? Shelly goes to the top 10 right now in 8th. We'll see if Shelly gets moved out. Ooh, Grim Reefer's out of battery. That's gonna get a little bit of a slipstream for Mitch Burns for a bit there. That'll help him out. Nicky's gonna come into the pit. We can get that stupid. There we go. So only a minute left on qualifying. So a lot of these drivers are pretty much on their final lap. So you can see what the best tire, the quickest lap on what tire compound's been set. So Dunk, Fuse Rogue, and Light Work all needing to set quicker times if they want pole, or they can just take it and have the advantage starting on the mediums. Young DJ actually going up into 2nd place, so that kind of changes things. Jonathan Dunk starting a hot lap. Here we go. Where is... That's Houdini. Houdini's quicker on his time, but he's got to take quite a bit of time off, though. Not quite enough. And Light Works qualifying is in the books. He's going to take his time on the medium in 4th place right now. Soy Loco can improve. Wild Meta can't improve. Tiger NASCAR goes 4th. Edwin's into the pit. Hightower's qualifying is done. JCast as well. Mitch Burns on the softs. So you can look to try and get into the top 10. Where is he going to go? He's going to just sit in 10th. What can Fuse Rogue do? He's down in his time right now, but is that in his best interest to try and move up only a couple positions? And he's going to go up into the 2nd, so the front row. And Shelly the Turtle is done. Jonathan Dunk is looking to improve. Can Jonathan Dunk take pole on one of the final times set? And yes, he will, into the very low 138s. And Young DJ is done. Houdini is most likely done, and that is it for our qualifying here. Jonathan Dunk is going to go up to the front step after taking pole away from Edgar in the last moment of qualifying. Fuse Rogue and Young DJ CJ are going to start up alongside each other. Tiger NASCAR and the only man in the top 10 on the mediums, NFS Light Work in 6. JCast and Edwin are going to line up 7 and 8. And Shelly the Turtle and Mitch Burns are going to round out the top 10. In the back we see Nero Nix and Soy Loco in the first to have the option. Soy Loco's teammate Hightower just behind alongside Nicky and Evil Prime with Saffron City. Grim Reefer and Houdini and a Wild Meta and Capital will start in the back of the pack. So this is going to be an exciting one. a very, very hard raced qualifying there from Jonathan Dunk. We saw a little bit of contact at one point there. I think it was between the two GSR guys. I'm not sure why, but contact was made. So both of them seemed to be okay from it. One sitting second, one sitting eighth. But a little peculiar, really. It happened over near turn 3. And I don't know where it came from or why. But oh, here we go. Listen to this. Ray's energy is exploding across the country right now, and we want to take this moment to remind you exactly why. 1. Our flavors are second to none. We've spent countless hours perfecting our formulations and include the highest quality ingredients. There is truly nothing like Ray's. We never include dyes, fillers, or any unnecessary junk. Every ingredient serves a distinct and proven purpose. With BCAAs, a nootropic blend, a hydration blend, and a timed release caffeine, you can be 100% sure that whatever you are using Rays for, it will get you the job done. Smooth energy and no crash, period. Now that no crash I can actually back because I had some Rays energy before and it was actually really good. And I didn't crash from it at all, so you know I can, that is not cap. It's solid stuff. Right now I'm drinking a ginger ale though. Mm, Can't raise, yeah. I imagine you slam one back before every race though, pork. Okay, so this lobby is glitched. Tastes like a watermelon warhead. Whoa. Now we need to order some more Rays here. EPOS, not APOS. You're right. Yeah, I'll fix that right now. That's funny. That's funny. Oh god. Alright. It's right on one of them. Okay, it's saved. Okay. It is done. Okay, so the lobby's just finishing up here, and then we'll get into the race. It's a little bit weird Division 2 this evening, but you know, not everything can run smooth, and people should know that from Tuesday's stream. That one did not run smooth at all. But yeah, and there we go. We got the qualifying order all set, and we'll go through it once more with everyone here. On the front row, we see Jonathan Dunk with Edgar, Fuse Rogue with young DJ CJ, Tiger NASCAR alongside NFS Light Work, Jcast and Edwin, Shelly the Turtle, and Mitch Burns, Nero Nix with Soy Loco, Hightower, and Evil Prime, Saffron City and Grim Reaper, Houdini, A Wild Meta, and Capital. I feel like I skipped someone there. Oh, and looks like we're getting a lobby restart here. So, let's bring up my beautiful muck once again, since we're going to be out for a couple minutes here. So, yes, and if anyone has any questions in chat, be sure to put them in. If you're on YouTube and you're listening to this for the first time, just skip ahead. Or on the second time, third time, whatever. Just skip ahead. You don't need to watch it. You know, that's probably something that I would do, to be completely honest. So, don't feel bad about doing so. But because this was live for some people, I've got to keep you entertained. And with that being said, I will do as much as I can. And the entertainment that I have on for you this evening. Like I said, I still am drinking a Schweppes ginger ale this evening. Love ginger ale. Who doesn't like ginger ale, to be honest? And so I was thinking, is Schweppes? I don't know anything about Schweppes. So I looked up Schweppes. And you know what? Randomly, completely random, I did not think that they were from this country. But they're actually from Switzerland. Schweppes ginger ale from Switzerland. Made it all the way to Canada. This bad boy was brewed in Mississauga, Ontario. Whoa, what? Canada Dry Mods Inc? No. But they're two separate ginger ale. Are they in cahoots? Canada Dry. I do far more prefer Canada Dry, I'll be honest. Okay, owner, Dr. Pepper. Who's Schweppes owned by? The Coca-Cola Company. What? They're owned by Coke. So they're not the same company. Wait, who is Dr. Pepper owned by, though? Keurig. What? Keurig? Keurig Dr. Pepper? What in the world? Brands. Keurig, K-Cups, Green Mountain Coffee, Dr. Pepper, Snapple, Schweppes, 7-Up, A&W. Keurig owns A&W? What in the world? Hawaiian Punch. Mott's. Mr. and Mrs. T. RC Cola? Okay. Sunkissed. Alright. So this is new. This is news to me. I didn't know Dr. Pepper was its own thing, to be completely honest. Formerly known as Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, and as well as Keurig Green Mountain. Now they're Keurig Dr. Pepper Inc. As of July 2018, the newly merged conglomerate also sells sodas, juices, and other soft drinks via Dr. Pepper Snapple, also called Dr. Pepper 7-Up Inc., based in Texas. This is Okay. Alright. Well, this is kind of news. Canada dry markets. Canada, United States, Mexico, Chile, Colombia, so only America. Previous owners. Cadbury owned Canada Dry. And way back when, John J. McLaughlin family. Interesting. But they got bought by Dr. Pepper in 2008. Well then, this is... Okay. This has been very educational for me. I've learned quite a bit from what Canada Dry came from and where Schweppes came from. Just goes to show that it's never a bad thing to research what you're putting in your body. I mean, I didn't research exactly what's going in my body from ginger ale, but I'm assuming it's ginger. And then other things that I don't know what do. But I like the way that it tastes. And it seems like it's a healthier soda drink than just a regular Coke. So, and it's good for your stomach. It helps your stomach if you have a sore stomach or a weird stomach. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer a Canada Dry over a Schweppes, to be completely honest. Carbonated water, sugar, glucose, fructose, citric acid, sodium, benzoate, color, and natural flavor. Where's the ginger? Okay. I didn't see it say ginger. That's disappointing. Now I don't know what's going in my body. The one thing that was for sure on that was going in my body is not. That's very disappointing. It's the last one of a 12 pack too, so it's the last Schweppes I'm going to be having for a long time. Going back to Canada Dry. Thank my girlfriend, she did grab me the 12 pack. She did not grab me the Canada Dry. But I'm not gonna lie, you know what, a lot of Schweppes, I don't love it. Mainly because it's so carbonated, that's the word. So very carbonated from, I don't know, but it's just freaking carbonated, right? It's so carbonated. But the Canada Dry is very smoother. So it has good carbonation, good mix. You just gotta love it. And being Canadian, Canada Dry, it's the ginger ale. Tastes better. I haven't had a ginger ale better than Canada Dry, to be completely honest. And they make great tonic too. Schweppes tonic, not that bad as well. Gives it a little bit different of a taste because of the carbonation. But when you do get Schweppes outside of its can, it dies down the carbonation a lot. It tastes a lot better. I will give it that. So, you know, these are all different things. Maybe if you're bored on a Saturday night or something, you have nothing to do, no one's doing anything, maybe see, or you're gonna need a friend for this one because you can't really trick yourself, but see if you can tell what is, get all three of the same drink, one from a fountain, one from a bottle, and one from a can, and see if you're able to tell which comes from which when you put them all into a cup. From what I've heard, the fountain is very easy to distinguish, but the bottle and the can catch you off a little bit, so yeah, let's do this. I agree, let's do this for sure, but unfortunately we're waiting for the lobby to get going here. More Santana as opposed to less Santana. Who are you here to support tonight, more Santana? Any of the drivers? If you can't remember what their name is, I'll pull up the list and maybe you can tell me. If not, this is the Division 2 Drivers Championship. Division 1 is underway. And be sure to stay tuned for the interviews after the race whenever that does get going. Right now we're having a little bit of lobby issues, so we are getting those sorted out. My friend Evil Prime. Ooh, so Evil Prime has 2 supporters. So I mean, you'd probably want to follow the stream, right? He's my friend. That's good. He's actually a part of my team in my Tuesday Bonanza. You can come every Tuesday and check in and watch him race as well. Or Santana, did you know that Schweppes Ginger Ale is from Geneva, Switzerland? That was my fascinating discovery for the day. I've had better ones, but what can you do? I wish I had F1. Maybe going on sale soon. It's in between seasons. Have you ever checked? And don't say that, oh, I would just want to play it on a wheel. I play it on a controller all fine. You can compete with people on the wheel. From what I described, people on the wheel just have a higher ceiling. But it still takes quite a bit to get there. So if you're playing as a casual, then hey, on the controller is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's see. What are the updates? Oh my god. Okay, we're about to get to it. Seems like the lobby is finally set up. We're just waiting for our invite. Oh, no, I didn't. If I restart the app, it closes the stream. But I'm all good. I'm in now. Thank you for waiting, everyone. We're about to get to the race start. Little bit behind, but it happens. Finally, we're about to get going here. The difficulties have been passed. And finally, we are about to get underway. Feels like it's been so long. But there we go. The lobby is all set. But yes, if you're new to the stream and haven't followed, be sure to follow the stream. Very much appreciate every follow is shouted out. So if you want a little bit of shout out, give us a follow. We're at 272 right now. Our goal is to hit 300 by the end of the season. So mid-April is where we're looking to hit 300 followers, and we can't do that without you people. So help us get to our goal and shoot us a follow. So thank you very much, and hopefully you enjoy the product that is about to be put on your way. If you need any new gaming gear, that being headset or mic, go check out the EPOS command in the stream chat there, and I'll bring you right up to a link to go to the EPOS store and to get some high quality Sennheiser gaming equipment. So go check that out. If you're needing a little bit of a midweek kick in the ass, then go put in Raise into the chat there, and you'll get a link to the Raise Energy store where you can get 15% off your order by using the code MWF1 at checkout. So be sure to use those if you're any bit interested in them. We very much appreciate the sponsors that we do get, and we need to keep them. And to keep them, we need your help in using them. So be sure to, and everyone will be happy. You'll be getting quality stuff, and we'll be getting good feedback from them. So it's just the best of both worlds, all three worlds, your world, our world, and sponsors' worlds. You just gotta love it. So go check it out if you need any of that stuff. Just waiting for the players to get all their setups locked into place, and then we can get right underway and enjoy what is one of the best circuits on the entire calendar, that is Baku. It offers up a lot of excitement. So, will a safety car be put into play? Who's going to crash at the casino castle section, and who's going to get overtaken on the final straight? I have no idea. Who's going to win? Can NFS Light Work continue his form, his hot start, getting a fourth podium in a row to start the season? Can he get a third win in the first four races? Can he get a third win in a row? So many questions to be asked. Who, other than NFS Lightwork, is going to get their second podium of the season? I have no idea. There's just so many things that can happen here in Baku, and Baku offers up so many different storylines. Quite the amount of possibilities. Just look at what happened to IRL with Lewis Hamilton absolutely launching through for turn one after the safety car restart and finding himself at the back of the pack and with nothing left to fight for. So will that happen to anyone here? I don't think we're going to see any tires blowing up like Max Verstappen did. Hello, can you hear me? I can't hear you specifically. I can see you in chat though. Oh. I do remember you there, Dwan. Thank you for tuning back in. Appreciate that. How's your Thursday going? You worked 14 hours. Well done. That's some solid OT. It's good to hear. Overtime is always good. I'm good, thank you. Shelly is tilted and tired. Tighted. Oh, you meant to just say tired, not tilted. I can imagine there, Shells. Oh, have a good race there, dude. You've gone through a lot of stress to get this one going. But yeah, Dwan, I'm good, man. How are you feeling after your 14-hour shift? And Nikki and Evil Prime already made contact with each other and are back at the starting grid. Come on, Shells, you got this. Perseverance. I want to put my car in a wall. I need a raise. A raise will help you in focus and energy. With no crash at the end too there, Shells, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. If only you had a raise by hand. And when you do get a raise on hand, make sure to use 15% more. 15% make sure to use a 15% off at checkout. The Ghost of Harvey Weinstein. Wow, that is, how did you get that name across? But right now Jonathan Dunk, I guess, is in first. But Johnny Boy still has to start the race. So you're looking at a two-stop strategy here. You can go soft, medium, mediums, or medium, medium, hard. You got Tiger winning. Okay, Real Jackson. Alright. Fair shout, fair shout. Jackson. Tiger. Tiger has Jackson winning. Okay. Right here, let's... Oops. 1 second. The one stop is possible. Yeah, you can definitely go medium softs here. I'm sure people are definitely going to try and do a one stopper. Alright, but now we finally got it underway here. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Thursday, and we're going to make it a little bit better here. We've got Jonathan Dunk leading us now, and is Edgar going to have any sort of fight into turn 1? No, he's not. He's actually going to have to be in defense against Rogue around turn 1, and Rogue actually takes second place away from Edgar. Edgar has to drop back into third. Tiger NASCAR holding on to 4th place. Light Work back into 5th. Light Work looking for a solid little podium streak to go to 4. and a win streak to make it into a turkey and go into 3 in a row. But right now he's sitting back in 5th place. We got wheel-to-wheel action between Shelly the Turtle and young DJ CJ. Shelly going around the outside and getting that position. Up into 7th goes Shelly. We look at the position changes. Young DJ losing 4 right off the hop. And Houdini losing 2 right out of the gate. Near Nix dropping position to Soy Loco, but is right on the caboose of Soy Loco to try and get that position back. Fuse Rogue and Jonathan Dunk has already worked a second ahead of Edgar out of race start. We'll go over to the tire compound. Lightwork has gone for the mediums. Evil Prime gets the spot on Nikki, and Nikki's very close. And 2 do not go into this area on track, and yeah, they're going to have to back out. And whoa, Saffron City almost hits the wall, and actually does get a little bit of piece of Nikki there, and we're going to have a VSC from the clog that was going through the castle section there. Hard suck on this track. I can imagine that. I feel like Wild Maida is going to win. Yeah, I'm assuming you're a Wild Maida fan. VSC should be ending pretty quick here, and then we'll get back to green racing. Pit stops, very early pit stops from High Tower, Saffron, and Grim Reefer. You want Evil to win, and you announce a lot more for this division. Oh, there's a lot more going on. And oh, drive-through penalty for Shelly the Turtle, and if Shelly's tired, Shelly is absolutely dead right now. And Shelly's going to have to come into the pit at some point here to serve that drive-through penalty. That's really going to hurt himself. There we go. Tiger NASCAR getting overtaken by Light Work real quick. And Light Work moving through Tiger NASCAR on those mediums. That is not an easy task, but does a very good job. And Tiger was caught out a little bit there. But Tiger's going to have some time to try and get this back. Light Work is showing some major pace here on these mediums. Light is looking very quick right now. Tiger can't really keep pace, and Light Work looks like he could be on pace for another victory to make that 3 in a row on Ice Turkey, but still a long way to go. We have 24 laps left. I don't like this announcing other announcers have to do. No offense, other announcers. Oh well, shucks, darn. That's very nice. So I guess you've tuned into the other stuff that that our Division 2 guys have been in. Yeah, I very much appreciate that. And if you put your money where your mouth is, if you like what you hear, then shoot that follow button so you can see whenever we're live and you can hear more of this beautiful voice. And Tiger NASCAR is going to be under more trouble here with JCast getting a really good run out of turn 20. And he's going to get the overtake, and yeah, Tiger NASCAR is actually going to dive into the pit, so maybe a little of contact was made somewhere. But Jonathan Dunk and Fused Rogue have continued to open up the gap, but as they were doing this, another freaking safety car. Thank you very much, Ghost of Harvey Weinstein. Appreciate that. Oh. And Hightower is actually DNF'd. Oh, that's why. Damn, Hightower is actually DNF'd around turn 13. Won't be able to get on board with anyone to see that, but at the back of the pack, we already have lost a driver. Hightower, and the Aston Martin is out. And I believe we'll pull this up quickly for everyone to see. The Aston Martins, that is very unlucky for them, because right now they're sitting 10th, and with losing a driver so very early, that's really going to hurt their chances to move back up the board. And another drive-through penalty, this time to Fuse Rogue. And did Nikki get one too? Yes, Nikki got a drive-through penalty. These guys have got to be a lot more cleaner with this stuff. This is race-killing things that they're allowing, because a drive-through penalty and no safety car, then they're hooped. They've lost so much time pointlessly. They just need to allow that half a second bubble, and just to think that not having a drive-through penalty is more important than being like a quarter of a second farther back, really, in the end. So these are options that people have to weigh, and unfortunately a couple of drive-through penalties, 3 drive-through penalties have already been handed out in 3 laps and only 2 VSCs. So maybe we can get this race going and continue in like a proper Ooh, and Fused Rogue. Oh, Fused Rogue is right on the back of Jonathan Dunk, but that's because Fused Rogue is diving into the pit. And oh no, Nero Nix is out. That's another driver gone, and that's going to be another virtual safety car. And there's some debris, and Nero Nix, the man who was leading Division 1 for the longest time in Season 4, has now had to call it quits here. And as quick as his race started, is as quick as his race was over. It really is. Completely agreed, one. I don't. Hey, that's why I'm up in the booth, eh? You know. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, like how I switch over to a driver to see it? Is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean, right? Oh, this is a full safety car. Oh, okay. Okay, so the drive-through penalty is not because you just didn't notice it. Oh, yeah, oops. Well, I always try and catch the glimpse of the aftermath. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're on the same page. So this is good for GSR Edgar as this brings him back into it, and as well as Jonathan Dunk and all those other drivers on the softs, because this will make it so these softs can extend a little bit longer and maybe go for a one-stop softs to mediums. Wild Meta has gone for the hards, which Don was calling out is not the best option. So we'll see. Saffron City as well going for the hards too. We'll see. Hards is good here. Yeah, fair enough. He hasn't stopped though. He's gonna move up the pack quite a bit, but now how much trouble is he gonna be in on the race restart? Yeah. I mean, really, yeah, you get a free pit stop right now. I mean, he may be very comfortable. Yeah, he started on the soft, or the hards, yeah. He may be very comfortable with these hards. We'll see. Nicky still needs to serve a drive-through penalty. Yeah, you know, it could work out. There's a lot of situations where the hards can definitely be the tire of choice, but I mean, more often than not, and in more circumstances, the mediums are definitely the better tire for a lot of the unpredictable, really. So, I mean, but we'll see. The hards might pay dividends in the end of this. Still plenty of laps to go here. We're only on lap 5. We're going to come in to lap 6, and then the safety car should be in at the end of lap 6. So we'll be back to green racing at the start of lap 7. We're just waiting for Saffron City to catch up on his hards as well. And the safety car is going to change up the race big time, though. Yes, I agree. Have you guys ever used one of those like neti pods things that like clears your sinuses? And I'm really like on the verge of like buying one of those. There's 3 people in hards who may not have stopped. 3 people in softs, yeah. I don't know if you guys watch any F1 esports, but they do 25% races, and it's just not long enough. And they're all so quick that the strategies the strategies can't do anything. Like, they're just 25% races, so they're all just like in a massive conga line the entire race, and drivers are barely able to move up. Like, it's pretty much like Monaco. Like, qualifying is so important, and then from that point on, just don't spin, and then you'll finish like within a couple positions of your qualifying place. Like, have a decent race start, and they do 35%. Is 35? Is that even a thing? 35%? But even then, whatever. 50% though is what they should be doing. There's just not enough. Oh, weird, eh? Here we go. Safety car is going to come in. As predicted, lap 7 is going to be the restart. What? GSR Edwin's gone. And whoa. He's into the wall. Grim Reaper's into the pit. And what in the world just happened? Did JCast gets a 10-second penalty for that? Doesn't sound as... Yeah, no, it's not, honestly. There's just not enough strategy. As well as too proper. It's just some overtakes and whatnot. But yeah, it's okay. See, this is fun because these guys aren't... They're really good drivers. Division 2 is a slugfest. All these guys are really good. We got an outside move here on Houdini from Evil Prime, and then Evil Prime swings back across and gets positioned up into the top 10. Goes Evil Prime. Houdini still yet to pit as well, still on the same mediums as he started these race. Gets a little bit of an awkward break there. Yeah, Wild Meta is way back in the pack. Did switch for the mediums though. Still plenty of race to go. Chose a really awkward time to pit. Yeah, I know, but the thing is if everyone, they all pretty much know the strategy. There's just mainly one strategy. They're all able to use it. There's no safety cars or anything in it usually. And it just pretty much comes down to whoever can qualify the best and hold and have a really good turn 1. Because everyone's... you know, the stuff that I was watching yesterday was just kind of... I mean, the casters and everything, they're all good. They put on a good product, but it's just the racing itself. There's not much, I don't find there to be much to it. It can be very predictable in a way. And whoa, Shelly the Turtle going around the outside there. Very well done. See, in comparison to these guys, like they leave openings. They try and shoot down areas. I mean, the quality of passes that are in esports are obviously better and whatnot because they're all so good. Ooh, a little bit of a snap there from Shelly the Turtle, but collects it. Yeah, I agree. They can definitely make some improvements. I think they need to if they want to make it a bigger thing. How do I keep up with those new races? What do you mean there, Weinstein? Ghost? Oh, and JCast gets a little bit of Tiger NASCAR. Now Fuse Rogue is going to try and dive down and get both of them, and he does. Goes up into 6, and now JCast loses a position, as well as Tiger NASCAR. Tiger NASCAR is probably fuming right now because JCast kind of made that really difficult, and Tiger's really trying to avoid these drivers, and he's got some major slipstream here. And we're looking to have 3 abreast into turn 1. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Fuse Rogue somehow is able to hold off. I think both drivers in the back there slipped out of the slipstream a little too soon. You see young DJ CJ was able to hold the slipstream the entire way down and made up quite a bit of positions. And now Jonathan Dunk and Light Work are battling it out after through turn 2, and Light Work gets put right to the limits of the freaking track. Does a great job of staying on and not, well, staying on, does a great job of not hitting the wall. And Jonathan Dunk holding off Light Work right now, and Light Work is really putting in some solid laps, but both are going to probably have to pit at some point. And well, Light Work for sure. Jonathan Dunk, I'd imagine he's going to have to pit as well. A little bit of a bump in the back there from Fuse Rogue onto Soy Loco. And now starting on the mediums is really like staying in the loop with these big races, no puns intended. Oh, just follow the stream on the right underneath the oh, whoa, and oh, JCast, no Fuse Rogue spins, and then young DJ gets collected and turned sideways, and that's gonna be a full safety car. Wow, absolute chaos. Both Red Bulls were caught up in it. They have to pick themselves back up. Fuse Rogue was the one that caused that from getting a little bit of oversteer and hitting the wall, and then twisted sideways and bounced back out in front of JCast, where JCast collected him and punted himself out of this race. And that's 4 drivers gone through 9 laps in a full-on safety car. Was that my fault? No. I wasn't, no. The Light Work's actually going to go onto the softs here. Jonathan Dunk stays out. Soy Loco going for the softs also. But yeah, here, so Mr. Ghost, there's this command there for a Twitter and Instagram page. And then are you on your phone, or are you on your phone or your computer or tablet or whatever? But there should be a follow button right below the screen. Yeah, I don't know. But hey, a wild meta. We do 16%. We do 16 minutes, so whatever, short qualifying. Wild Meta has made up quite a bit of positions with all these pit stops. So Light Work was able to pit and only lose 1 position. Sits behind Edgar now on some fresh softs. Dunk and Edgar did not pit. Yeah, short's honestly the best, especially for online, because then it makes it so other people are just aren't sitting there with twiddling their thumbs waiting for the lobby to get going again. No, but honestly, if you're fresh means can make it to the end from here. You reckon? Oh yeah, okay. Lap 11. I wonder who's Evil Prime's at the back of the pack there. 5-second penalty. Yeah, but if you're on softs, yeah, you're probably gonna have to pit once more. Softs from this point out is pretty bold. It's gonna be tough. The longer that Dunk and Edgar hold light work behind them, the better. So now Dunk's looking for his first podium as well points of the season. GSR Edgar is looking for his second podium of the season. So Loco as well, sitting 5th right now, looking for his first points of the season, and as well having a little bit of an outside shot on a podium. Wild Maida, do not count out him quite yet, sitting 7th right now with Capital on some hards up ahead. Soy Loco, fresh softs, should have to pit at one point, and same with NFS light work. If they don't, all power to them, but 14 laps. When do they do Monaco? That's a good question. We shall bring up the schedule for you to see right now. So Monaco looks like it will be... Oh, what? We're not doing Monaco this season? Whoa, no Monaco this season. Now that's honestly the first season that we haven't done Monaco. I kid you not. We've done Monaco every season in this league. So that's really weird. I'm not sure. When are we gonna expand to Xbox? Gonna dominate. I don't know. That was one of the things we always. I'm not sure. Pork Chops down the. He makes all the scheduling. He has a system of tracks that aren't in. You know, I'm gonna ask him if I can make the schedule for next season. Wonder if he'll let me. I'm gonna do that. Once you, if you have time. Okay, we do a 16-week schedule, 16 race schedule with breaks for holidays and whatnot if need be. Now, what's one track that you hate that you know you have to put in, and what's your favorite track that you'd put in? Okay, how about that? It would be cool, I agree. But yeah, what's one track that you hate that you'd have to, that you know you have to put in? For me, what track? Tracks that are must are Spa, Monaco, Japan. Throw Japan up there, hey? You hate Japan. Okay, fair enough. Shanghai, I think, is my least favorite. Now, see, I actually kind of like that track, but I agree, and Monza is a must. So, you know, I sneakily really like Russia, like low-key. I really like Russia. But here we go, we're back underway here. What can light work do here into turn 1? It's going to take a clean line. We've got a lot of movement in behind. Big cluster here entering turn 2. They're all going to try and slot down in behind each other and take clean lines through the turn and then get a good launch exit out. And Houdini getting a little bit of snap of oversteer there. He's able to collect it. The game is fun after 10 laps. It's boring. I mean, if you're racing other people, it can be fun. And Houdini, whoa, pushes Saffron City right to the limits. But Saffron, very bold, gets the move done. Houdini back down into 14th place. Grim Reaper all over the back of Capital, and these hards do not have the pace off of restart. Nicky's doing a good job of keeping pace here, but Grim Reaper is not going to want to let these drivers get too far ahead, and Capital taking a very defensive line through and really awkward line out. Now Fuse Rogue wants to try and go down the inside line going up into Castle section, but Capital is just defending for his life right now, not wanting to lose too many positions off of restart. But he's going to, with those hards off of the restart, just they don't have the pace. Nicky's doing a good job of keeping pace with the Wild Meta currently in 9th and 10th. But Capital has lost a couple of spots right out of the gate from not having those tires warm enough. And ooh, Wild Meta smacks the outside wall of turn 13. Or 15, sorry. Turn 13 is back a couple of turns. And yikes, okay. Hopefully Wild Meta is okay. Well, light work early, already trying to get past Edgar as we are just entering over into the second half of this race. Light work is in the slipstream, thinks about it, but doesn't actually want to try and take that dive down into turn 1. And with all of that, that is helping Jonathan Dunk clear up the road. He's a second and a quarter ahead of Edgar right now, and Edgar is going to have to defend for his life. And the longer that he has to defend, the better it is. Yellow flags. It looks like Evil Prime is off at turn 1. We'll jump on board and we'll see him pick himself up. Might have gone down the escape route. Doesn't look like he has any damage that we can see. Fused Rogue is right on the back of Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper stepping up from Division 3 this evening to race in Division 2 in the aid of Alpine. And my favorite is Jeddah. Jeddah's not that fun. Yeah, Russia is ass IRL, I agree. You got some money? Yeah, you know, we could definitely claim that we've made it if Bet365 puts us up on their website. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, very late. Lobby crashed after qualifying. We had to restart, so we're only on lap 14. And Nicky, whoa, getting very aggressive, nearly going down the inside line. No, I didn't say that. Jeddah's fun, it's just freaking... I don't know how people don't die every time they race that thing. That is just gonna be a very dangerous course. Young DJ getting ahead of Saffron City, and we're looking at a Pierre Gasly move, getting overtaken, then getting into the slipstream right before turn 1 and trying to come back, taking the outside line instead of what Gasly did on the inside on Leclerc. And can't quite get it, does Grim Reaper. He's going to have to follow Fuse Rogue. And there you go, Lightwork finally gets past Edgar. And Edgar won't be able to. Yeah, it was so fast with the amount of walls, how close it is. I mean, these walls are pretty close too. Somewhat hypocritical. And oh, Nicky. Nicky losing a couple positions. He's all the way back into 11th again. You got P2 and a Haas on 110 difficulty. That is quite the feat. Were you on controller or wheel there, Don? Or Dwan? And Shelly the Turtle goes down the inside line of Capital as Capital struggles after restart continue. Shell's moving up into 8th, and now Capital's got Mitch Burns right in behind him. Controller. Who's got fastest lap right now? Fastest lap currently, currently sits with Light Work. And Light Work is right on the back of Dunk. And Edgar and Tiger NASCAR are going real close. Can you shout out Trevor from Delaware? We are checked in. Shout out Trevor from Delaware. And another yellow flag here. We've got 3 drivers entering the pits. P3. So a couple of safety cars? I think a couple of safety cars, a couple of VSCs for sure. Some pit stops, some strategies, some overtakes, and some crashes have got us to this point now. Lap 16 is where we stand. 10 full laps to go after this. 4 drivers are out, all of 4 different constructors. All in 4 different ways, really, as well. Some very extravagant, some not so. But still time left for overtakes and for hard brakes in this race. A little bit of DRS here from Light Work. But when do you think these softs are going to start falling off? I'm not sure. He might be getting a couple more laps out of these things and he might have to pit. And as well as when is Jonathan Dunk going to have to pit? Light Work is really trying to close that gap to Dunk. Gets to the slipstream, still has plenty of ERS to go. Doesn't want to try and overtake here. Jonathan Dunk's ERS is far more depleted than Light Work's. Tiger NASCAR might try and move back on Edgar, and he's going down the inside line of turn 3, but Edgar sends it deeper on the outside in defense and is able to hold on to the position. Still in 3rd place. The battle for the final podium position between these 2 guys is very intense. D3 podium, KD Pork? Yeah, that's Cap. And Arrow Racing. Since when did you turn into a pace king, Pork? But Pork, these 2 guys in chat have a question for you of how you come up with the schedule for the season, as well as why is Monaco not in the calendar this year, or this season? The Light Work still hounding Jonathan Dunk as we exit turn 15. Still so very much to play. You make it, WTF, and you decide no Monaco. Man, like I said, he decided Monaco every season other than this one. I'm actually curious on why there is no mix of random selection and matching what real F1 does. And Light Work goes through on Jonathan Dunk, and Jonathan's going to try and work his way back. Maybe into turn 3, needs a good run. But it looks like Light Work's got the pace out of the turn. And no, Jonathan Dunk can't close the gap close enough. But he's got to stay within DRS range through this lap and can't allow Light Work to get too far up the road. Another yellow flag. Saffron City's out, and is that going to bring... Yes, it is a full safety car. They aren't doing anything this Sunday either, Dwan. Yeah, usually it's very early in the calendar. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought Monaco was a guarantee for this. That's fair enough. You did give Canada the boot, just saying, whatever. Not salty. Canada hasn't been in the freaking calendar for the last 2 seasons, whatever. I don't care. We got France next week, where it should be back in Division 1. Last time we were in France, Mystic Joker took the win. Back-to-back times he's been there. Oh, as well, Pork, can I make the schedule next season? I'd make a killer schedule. Pork. What the what, do I have to call the schedule for like 2023 or something? You got Tuesday, huh? Yeah, unfortunately, Pork runs the whole thing. I mean, fortunately, yeah. Couldn't do without you, Pork, bud. Thanks, man. Pork, once we start getting some more money, we need to do another fundraiser. Yeah, we do need to do another fundraiser. Okay, so safety cars should come in at the end of this lap. We'll have 6 full laps left to go, and hopefully no more. Oh wait, what the what did I miss? Why is light work back here? I have no idea what just happened, but looks like light work didn't have another set of softs. Look at the race director here. Yeah, so light work used up both of his sets of softs and is actually having to throw back on his initial mediums. And now he's sitting all the way back in 13th place with the most used tires in the entire race. And now Jonathan Dunk, Edgar, and Tiger NASCAR, as well as Fuse Rogue, are all in a place to take this win. We're going to have plenty of laps left with DRS for overtakes. So this is going to come down to the final lap. Like I said, safety car is in this lap. And there will be 5 full laps left. 6? 6? Yeah, 6 full laps left to go. Be sure to stick around as we'll hear some interviews from the drivers after the race. We've got a couple of drivers in solid positions to get their second podium of the season. That being Fuse, Rogue, and Edgar. There we go. Jonathan Dunk sends it off, and already Tiger NASCAR is trying to go down the inside line of Edgar, but Edgar does a good job in defense. Soy Loco and Grim Reefer battling it out. Grim Reefer coming up from Division 3 this week, and whoa, a late lunge from Nicky there, and nearly some contact, but Nicky's just able to back out, and some contact is had at the back of the pack with Evil Prime, a Wild Meta, and Capital, and oh no, both Evil Prime and a Wild Meta find themselves in very difficult areas and are going to be trying to salvage as much as they can in this race as the rest of the pack just drives away. Light Work is already 4 seconds back of Shelly Turtle. Houdini already a second back of Light Work. The top 9 drivers are still very tight to each other as we work our way through Sector 2 now. Into the castle section, Jonathan Dunk leads us up the hill and around the corner. Take a little bit more of that, but that's still a very good job from Fuse, Rogue. Soy Loco is already a second back, with him being the only one in the top 9 in this pack on the mediums. And Grim Reefer, he's not as close as I'd imagine him to be, being on some fresh softs, but still doing a good job of not completely losing sight of Soy Loco, who's doing a good job being on these mediums, not losing sight of the drivers ahead as well. But Fuse, Rogue, and Tiger NASCAR are the final drivers battling for the final podium position. 3 and 4 is where they sit, Tiger NASCAR having the advantage, having track position as well. But Jonathan Dunk is going to try and break away and get his first win in Division 2, unless he got one last season, which I would be unaware of. But the DRS really, the slipstream really helps out here, and has brought Grim Reefer very close. And Mitch Burns down the inside, or around the outside on Nicky. Nope, Mitch Burns is in the AlphaTauri. Down the inside he went. Nicky's able to defend and holds on to 7th place with Shelly the Turtle. The final driver in this conga line in the top 9 is very tight on the back of these two, battling it out. Still holding on to 9th place, and we work our way into turn 3 on lap 22. And this will be the final lap without DRS, and hopefully it'll stay that way for the rest of the race. And the race gods forbid we don't get another VSC or safety car to kill the rest of this race, because it is set up to be a very exciting one, with a lot of positions up for grab. Nicky, Mitch Burns, and Shelly the Turtle kind of falling away from the pack a little bit. Same with Soy Loco, who's got Grim Reefer right on his tail on these fresh softs. Jonathan Dunk has already extended it to a second, with Edgar almost extending his gap behind to a second as well. Fuse Rogue not wanting to allow Tiger NASCAR to get too far ahead, him, as they're both looking for a podium. And just so much is happening right now. Light Work back in 10th, 5 and a bit seconds off the pace. He was set for a solid win at one point, but just with all these safety cars and whatnot, the strategies have just changed and been thrown out the window, and he's found himself all the way back in 10th place after 3 stops here. So just so very different. Grim Reefer right now taking the hardest charger, moving up 11 positions from race start, going from 17th to 6th. Oh, here we go. Grim Reefer on Soy Loco. We got a drag down the pit straight up into turn 1. Grim Reefer's got the inside line cut, but it's Soy Loco trying to send it deep on the harder tire compound, but Grim Reefer's able to get the move done, and through turn 2 he has it completely ahead, and up into 5th place he goes. Now as he can see if he can try and close that gap, as DRS is activated here for Soy Loco, and Grim Reefer slides over into the middle into fence, and it gets back to the racing line before the apex. And Shelly the Turtle gets Nicky. Nicky loses his position back down into 9th place. Mitch Burns is trying to open up that gap to these two drivers battling behind. But a huge job done by Jonathan Dunk there, opening up that gap above a second on Edgar. And now he's going to try and keep extending it with every turn. And Tiger NASCAR is losing pace as well to Edgar, as Edgar is putting in some solid turns. And it just goes to show how quick Jonathan Dunk is that he's driving away from Edgar while Edgar's driving away from Tiger NASCAR. But a couple of turns from Tiger NASCAR is able to get him back within DRS. Now these are very important turns here to keep him in DRS. For that big long straight, and Fused Rogue falls out of it, and it's just ever so sitting on the edge for all three of these drivers here. And Fused Rogue once again bows out. The DRS detection zone comes at the end of this turn, and GSR Edgar won't get it. Tiger NASCAR will get it, and will Fused Rogue, I don't think he got it, and he's completely out of ERS, so he's just going to slowly fall back on the straight as Tiger NASCAR is making some huge headways up on Edgar here. And look at that massive difference that Tiger NASCAR has put onto Fused Rogue with the help of ERS, the slipstream, and DRS. Second and a half is where it sits, where at one point it was literally at 1.001 of a second. Yellow flags for Capital, and he's got to try and pick himself up because these leaders are coming through very quick here. Shelly the Turtle's making a move on Mitch Burnsdown. Shelly the Turtle persevering through this crazy lobby scandal that was happening here. Picks up 7th place, and now Evil Prime as well, parked in a very awkward spot. And ouch, that is really tough for Evil Prime. Put him out of its misery. We hit the 2-hour mark in the stream here, and I thank everyone for tuning in. We're set for a very exciting finish. Jonathan Dunk has now extended that gap to 2 seconds. Tiger NASCAR is not allowing Edgar to get too far ahead. These turns are very, very important here. And we continue to work our way down the hill. Tiger NASCAR is going to get DRS, but Fused Rogue unfortunately has just fallen out, and that is just worst case Ontario for him. A second and nearly a half off the pace of Tiger NASCAR, and Tiger NASCAR is going to get a really good run on the final turn. He might actually be able to get a move down the inside line going into turn 1, and before DRS is even opened, he's already gained so much time. And with this long straight and the help of DRS, he's going to slowly reach into the slipstream, but the longest straight in F1 is just not long enough, and the fact of not having any ERS as well really killed him there, and GSR Edgar has actually saved up a decent amount. So very tough times for Tiger NASCAR. He's got to find it somewhere else, and a spun Evil Prime is now may start impeding the front runners here. Mitch Burns is trying to get back at Shelly the Turtle, as this spot last time is where Shelly was able to overtake Mitch Burns. Now Mitch Burns is going to break deep around the outside, get right up close to the wall. Shelly gives him the room. Now Mitch Burns is going to go try and down the inside line, but Shelly is given the room, and then he's able to defend on the outside line and hold on to 7th place. Some very quality battling done by those two drivers there. Soy Loco's not been shaken by Grim Reaper, so 5th place may be up for grabs here with Soy Loco, and a little bit of a snap of oversteer there from Grim Reaper, but he's able to collect his car back and keep journeying on here. Still in 5th place, but Soy Loco is very close. Both these guys are fairly low on ERS. Grim Reaper has a slight advantage there, but Soy will be able to get the DRS slipstream down the straight, but catching a little bit too much of that curb is going to hurt him a little bit. And these next few turns are very important, as the lead pack is all separated by a second and a quarter at least, and Evil Prime DNFs in the castle section there right at the end of it, and she's going to have Capital come through, and that'll be it for both Red Bulls here. But Soy Loco is now going to have a good chance of trying getting up back into the top 5 after being overtaken by Grim Reaper after the safety car restart into the slipstream. Actually turns off DRS, and he's just going to force Grim Reaper into a bad line, and he's probably going to, he might be looking to do it on the last lap. Maybe knowing that he could have the tire advantage now. Whoa, breaks a little bit too deep, nearly collects the back of Grim Reaper. And now Mitch Burns was right on the tail of Shelly the Turtle, but wasn't able to keep that car close enough on the exit, but no, he won't. Not enough track there to make a move going down into turn 2, and Shelley holds on. But it's looking like Jonathan Dunk may be coming over the line in several turns here with his first win. Fuse Rogue, don't count him out yet. He's actually gotten that gap within a second now on Tiger NASCAR. And is Tiger NASCAR struggling? But that gap up ahead is really opening up. Tiger's got to be careful. He doesn't want to lose his podium as well. Some very tricky parts of the circuit still left here. Jonathan takes that turn clean. Edgar takes that turn clean. Tiger takes it clean, and Fuse takes it clean as well. Just one more area that can really leave you out to dry on a potential crash. And that's the end of this slalom here. Jonathan Dunk is safe. Edgar, safe. Tiger NASCAR is safe. And Fuse Rogue trying to reach into the slipstream, but he's just out of ERS, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The win is going to go to Dunk. His first in Division 2. GSR Edgar is going to come over the line with his second podium, and Tiger NASCAR is going to get third, with Fuse Rogue just missing out in fourth. But Soy Loco is going to try and get Grim Reaper at the line, but he just couldn't do it. 0.03 of a second off. Shelly the Turtle comes over seventh, and Mitch Burns in 8th, Nikki 9th. Houdini looking to get the top 10 with NFS light work, trying to go for fastest lap here. Things did just not play out that he was hoping for, and he's going for that extra point. He didn't lose any position, and it's just a really, really tough situation. They virtually do. Here, who do we have for, yeah, so light work does get fastest lap in the end. So if you just stick around, I'll get the drivers in for an interview, and we'll go through the final results in a second here. Oh, I changed the first one, but I didn't change the second one. 1 second. Okay, there you go. Your final finishing order there. Sorry. Jonathan Dunk, Edgar, Tiger NASCAR, Fuse Rogue, Soy Loco, Grim Reaper, Shelly the Turtle, Mitch Burns, Nikki, Houdini, Lightwork, A Wild Meta, Capital, and Evil Prime are the ones to get points. DNFs are High Tower, Near Nix, GSR, Edwin, J, Cass, Saffron City, and Young, DJ, CJ. Custom commands. Okay. Alright, if everyone should just give me a second here. I'll get these guys in for interviews. Okay, so there's gonna be no GSR Edgar. He got his wisdom teeth taken out, so he said he can barely talk. So it's looking like we're gonna get the rest of the podium, as well as the hardest charger, who is Grim Reefer. As well as myself, I'll be there too. Okay, okay, stream. Now, let me know if you can hear him, because I think I fixed it. But yeah, let's get a mic check. Jonathan Dunk, you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Grim Reefer?
Yep.
And Tiger NASCAR? Tiger?
Hello?
Yeah, you're good. Okay. Now, stream, please confirm for me that you guys can hear them. All heard. They are low. That's fine. I can deal with that. I'll turn them up. Thank Christ. Okay, you guys don't even know. Last two races, when I had the Division 1 guys in for interviews, no one could hear them. So I was talking to a wall. It was really annoying. I felt like an idiot. But alright. Okay, everyone's here. They are low but can hear. Okay, so I'll turn them up. Alright. There we go. Interviewers are all set. Jonathan Dunk, we'll start with you. First win in Division 2 this season. Is it first win in Division 2 and Midwest overall?
Yeah, this is my first season in Div 2. I just had a lot of bad luck first few races and missed the last race. But yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks, so I was glad to get a win here.
Yeah, definitely. You and Light Work were going at it quite a bit there, and Light Work got caught pitting on the final safety car there. What happened? Because I actually didn't catch that. He was right with you, was he not?
Yeah, we're actually in a party together. He pitted and lost connection while he was in the pits, and for some reason it kept him in the pits for like 5 or 6 more seconds. So he lost a few positions from that, and then I think he ended up disconnecting later on in the race also.
That's not what you want to hear. That's rough. So the win at some point was kind of given to you in default. Because you guys would have been battling to the final lap, it looked like.
Yeah, we're always we race a lot of leagues together, and we're always really close in pace, pretty much at every track. So yeah, I always enjoy battling with Lucas. It's him and Fuse Road. We always have a pretty good time battling in all the leagues that we're in. So yeah, kind of disappointed we didn't get to do that at the end, but
didn't get to go to the distance here.
Do what now? Sorry.
You weren't able to go the distance this race, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see what would have happened. It's always fun to have a good battle, especially at the end for a win. So.
Yeah, no, it was hard fought though. You had Edgar on your tail for the last little bit there. You were able to break away from him in the end, but still, it didn't come easy overall. Really, Baku as well is one of my favorite tracks too, so we got that in common.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but yeah. So speaking to the likes of next season's, now you say that you and Light Work race a lot together. Same with Fuse Rogue. The battle for promotion to Division 1 for next season is going to be very tight. Do you see yourself being one of those few drivers that get the nod to go up to the top division next season?
Yeah, I hope so. So far, early on in the season, I had kind of a unfortunate DSQ in Abu Dhabi, and then I think I DNF'd wherever the second race was, and I wasn't able to make the third race. But yeah, hopefully it can be a little more consistent going forward and sneak my way. I think it's top 3 get promoted. Is that right?
Yeah, top 3.
Yeah, hopefully we can get there. There's a lot of fast guys here, so it'll be tough, but we'll give it our best shot and see what happens.
Yeah, well, best of luck. Congratulations on your first Midwest win, and first. Okay, sorry, I forget your answer there. It was first win in Division 2, but not first win overall in Midwest.
I believe that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, well done. Hopefully I'll be talking to you in the future. I'll be back in Division 2 at some point later on this season. It was good to see what is to come for next season on those drivers that may jump up. So well done, Jonathan.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
And we'll get on to Tiger NASCAR there. You get a podium as well. Now, third place in the end. You kind of almost left the door open a little bit for Fuse Rogue in the last little bit. Were you just kind of chalking second place and just kind of trying to get it home safe? Because he made a lot of ground on you in the last little bit there.
It was, I guess, last lap my cat was actually up in front of my screen, so I can't really see. So yeah, that's why I was losing a lot. I also was right on Egger's tail for that last bit, and then I had a half spin in the section leading up to the castle. So, and then I lost to his DRS, and then I was just not in a rhythm anymore, and that's, I think, partially what happened.
Fair enough. Still got a podium in the end. It was you had 24 solid laps up until then or whatever, so nothing to hang your head on. Still quality points. Now you're very tight in the promotion battle for last season, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, pretty close.
So now what do you think Division 2's gotten harder this season in comparison to last season?
Yeah, I'd say there's definitely a lot more fast guys that are right up there.
So now what do you think the difference of you trying to get promotion for this season, what are you going to do in comparison for this season than last season to try and get that final spot?
I mean, number one is just making all the races and finishing them. I think that's the main goal. That's I think the best way to get promoted. And then yeah, you have to take more risks this season with passing other drivers out there. And I don't think I didn't take all the opportunities I could have today, and I think I could have passed Egger a couple of times, and I didn't. And that's the difference between second and third, and sometimes it's the difference between second and fifth.
Yeah, that's very true, especially at a track like this at Baku. It rewards confidence in a way, really, and I mean obviously you had enough confidence to get on to yourself third place. Do you think that a win or was possible without the cat, or even second without the cat in a way?
Well, I don't think I could have gotten second because the cat really just jumped it on the last lap, and that was before or after I had done a half spun and lost the DRS. And I mean, maybe if the safety car just didn't come out at the end, there was a chance. I don't know. I have no idea what Trunks or Jonathan and Egger's tire situation was, but maybe if they just didn't have the tires, there was a possibility.
Okay, fair enough. So now next week you're going to France. What's your confidence rating there?
I like France. It's the first sector is really nice. Not the third sector. I don't really like that, but everything else is. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's a fun track for sure. Honestly, I enjoy myself when I drive there, but I know for some it can be on the lower tiered list for their quality of tracks. But yeah, anywho, best of luck in France. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to you soon when I'm back in Division 2, and as well as best of luck in your promotion battle.
Thank you.
No problem. On to Grim Reefer. Oh, we're actually almost got a hype train going. If someone subs in the next little bit here, we've got a hype train as Bacon hits us with the sub as well. The nice. Grim Reefer. Oh, okay. Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. Now, see, I think the last time, I think it was in Division 3, and you happened to be a part of the interviews, correct?
Yeah, I think I was in Div 4 reserving in Div 3.
And so now this time you're in Division 3 reserving in Division 2, and you get a part of the interviews.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't hunt you out. Just know that, okay? You earn your way here.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, well done. So you ended up starting in 17th place and jumping up to 6th, I believe it was, getting 11 spots through the race. Now that's some quality driving there. Why don't you take us through why you started all the way back in 17th? What went wrong in your qualifying?
Yeah, I went out for a lap and someone who was on a cool down lap I'm not sure if they didn't see me or something, but they kind of bumped me into the wall. I lost the wing. Went back out on the mediums again, just trying to get it back a lap in. I knew I had the pace, just judging from the guys in the top 10 to get a lap in to be in the top 10 on the mediums, but it didn't work out. Ended up messing up my fast lap, so just settled with being in the back. I knew that I can make my way through the field, so
Yeah, well, that's exactly what you did. So what was your stints there? How many pit stops? Did you have 2 or 3? Because it was kind of 50-50 on who had 2 and who had 3.
I think I had 3 just from. So the first lap, it was kind of a melee into turn 2. I got some weight there, so I had to jump in the pits really quickly. And then I got a puncture after before the second safety car. So I had to jump in the pits there again, and then I pit for the softs again at the end there on the last safety car.
Yeah, it was you and Soy Loco that were going at it, right?
Yeah, so
that was intense. That was a good battle. I got a little bit of that at the end there. 300ths of
Yeah.
a second was the difference for 6th and 7th. That was crazy.
Yeah, so I actually I posted a video in the incidents section, but on my screen I actually finished with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so hopefully I get the P5. I'm not sure what it was on his screen, but from my end, I got P5. So,
Okay,
so
fair enough.
hopefully, there's no hard feelings, but definitely enjoyed that battle. Hopefully, we can get that kind of racing again really soon. It was really fun for sure.
Yeah, that's what leagues are made of right there. Is just hard, clean racing. Like sometimes people can be over nice, but that was good stuff from you guys there. You guys did a good job.
Yeah, we race in another league too, so we're very familiar with each other's racecraft.
You hear that a lot in this league. Guys know each other from other leagues, and then kind of bring that beef or that friendship over here.
Yep. It's awesome. Like good leagues, kind of transfer to other good leagues. So I always enjoy racing. This race in Midwest, and it kind of runs similar or parallel to my other league, where next week I have Baku again in my other league. So this was a good, kind of practice-ish, I would say.
Oh, so we're just practice, eh? I'm just
kidding.
kidding. I'm playing. You couldn't have put that anyway where I wouldn't have been able to say that, so
Yeah.
don't even worry, dude. Yeah, but well done again. Best of luck. I mean, maybe I'll be actually down in Division 3 and I can talk to you down there in your actual division sometime. But yeah. Good stuff. Some solid points for you jumping up for your constructor that you're covering, as well for your endeavors down in Division 3. So why don't you take me quickly on what your Division 3 campaign is looking like? Do you see yourself moving up in Division 2 at the end of this season, or is Division 3 extremely difficult as well?
Well, I had a couple. Well, the first 2 races, it was pretty tough. Japan was a really good track for me. Unfortunately, I had an incident there. Ended up being just like a driver's, like a racing incident, but ended up not finishing that one nor the first race. So, last race, I forget what track it was, but I ended up getting some decent points there, and this finishing position definitely is going to help the campaign. So. There's a lot of tracks and races left in the season. I definitely think I have the pace if I do put my mind to it to be in the top 3. And just got to be consistent and not crash out anymore, and just keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, isn't that the secret? Not to crash, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you, man. But sorry.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, right. But hey, you did it here in Baku, and we lost 6 drivers, so obviously it's it can be difficult. So yeah, well done. Hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. Best of luck down in Division 3, and maybe you can get to promotion and up in Division 2 for full time.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
No worries, no worries. Have a good night, man. I'm gonna kick you back out of the waiting room.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that's all she done diddly wrote. Thank you everyone that did tune in. Pull my screen a little bit bigger there. Thank you everyone for that did tune in. I very much appreciate it. If you did not check out the new sponsorship deal, EPOS. It is EPOS. So yeah, EPOS Gaming. Go hit that sponsors. Yeah, right there. Pork's on it. Go check that out for all your EPOS needs. Very quality stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I want to get some of that stuff. So yeah, be sure to go check that out. Our final look at the standings to come of the schedule to come. Sorry, that's Division 2. Division 1 is where we most likely be back at next week. Paul Ricard will be in France. Have no idea what happened tonight in Baku in Division 1. We'll have to get word of that soon. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you had a good Thursday night. And as well, be sure to tune back in for next Tuesday. Shoot, I don't have the Tuesday team racing next week thingamajiggy, but that's what last week looked like. So hopefully you enjoy that, and hopefully you'll come back and spend Tuesday nights with me as well. But with that said, hope we can see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Go check us out across all of our social media feeds. And yeah, as per usual, I've been Crash McQueen. We've been the Midwest F1 League, and good frickin' night.